What's going on, guys? It's been a little bit since I had some thoughts. Today, right now I'm getting ready to go to the gym. It is Wednesday, and I'm going to be doing my second upper body workout. Now, I just had my Pulse pre-workout. I've still been using it. A lot of you guys asked me if I'm still taking the Pulse. Sorry, I'm not taking Pulse. I get them all confused. I'm taking KTA now. The reason being is the Pulse was a little too much caffeine for me. The problem with taking too much caffeine, it depends on your tolerance, but with me, if I take too much caffeine before I lift, I just crash after a workout. So for me, I'm taking KTA. It has lower caffeine. It seems to be the perfect amount for me. I get great workout, great pumps, but at the same time, I don't crash when I'm done working out, so I'm not useless after I lift. I want to feel good after. I don't want to come down. So I've been using KTA. If you guys are interested in getting it, it's on Amazon. Check it out. It's KTA pre-workout. So you can just look it up on Amazon. I've been taking that now for a while, and I enjoy it. I just wish they'd have some more flavors, but hopefully they'll have some soon. So check it out on Amazon. Oh, I forgot. I have affiliate links. I can put an affiliate link because I have an affiliate link with Amazon, so I can link you right to it. I'll put it in the description if you guys are interested in trying a new pre-workout. I highly recommend it. Anyways, moving on. Now, since today's Wednesday, it's going to be my second upper body workout, and two upper body workouts. Why even upper body? I actually do right now. I had a program. I called it the Blast program, and it was an upper lower, but you could only do it. I fizzled out at 6 weeks. 6 weeks I fizzled out, which means I felt overtrained and exhausted after 6 weeks because this was very high intensity, but my strength gains were incredible. I put on 60 pounds on my incline bench press for sets in the span of a month with this program. Now, what I did when I devised this program, I split it up between other programs that I learned in the past. A big one for me when I was in college was I didn't have a lot of time to work out, so I tried DC training. It was really good. You only lifted 3 days a week, so it was perfect for me to maintain mass, to get strength, and not have to be in the gym so often. I used that. I used to use MyoRep principles I learned. I forget the guy's name, which was pretty much lifting in a fatigue state. So I did that. Learned about that for a while. I learned about high frequency. I learned about high intensity, training to failure, Dorian Yates style training. And what I did was that with up-to-date research since I am the muscle nerd, obviously I research all the time. Like, you'll see me in bed and I'll be researching nonstop. Whatever I get into, I kind of get obsessed with. And fitness is one of those things I get obsessed with. So I ended up devising a program. I called it the Blast program because you're supposed to blast through a month on this program, make significant gains in strength and size, and then you go back to your, more isolation style, easier, a little bit more volume. Anyways, I'm devising the Blast 2.0 because what I found out was when I get away from this upper lower, okay, and I start doing less frequency, I don't enjoy it as much. The gains aren't there like they used to be. But the thing is, I told you I maxed out at like 6 weeks doing the Blast program. So I was like, how can I bring this down a little bit? How can I continue to do this but incorporate more rest? If you look at Dorian Yates, you can say, yeah, he was supplemented, but he only trained body parts with extremely high intensity. He was extremely intense on his lifts, and he gave max effort. That's something I do with this program that I created. I mainly created it for myself. I have been training people online and teaching them and giving them this workaround, and they've had great success with it and loved it. But the point of this video in general is to tell you what I'm doing, but to tell you my thoughts on frequency versus volume. And you guys, I encourage you to look this up yourself, do your research, and kind of let your thoughts collect. Don't always just do what someone else is doing. Do your research and try to figure out which is the best method for you. Now, for me, what I've realized and what I've researched in my personal experience and my personal research is that high intensity and also high frequency are the two most important factors. They're the two most important factors when it comes to bodybuilding and lifting and muscle growth, in my personal opinion and in my personal research. Now, there's a lot of research out there that, says one thing and another one says another, and they contradict each other, so you got to choose which one you want to go with. But for me, testing it, experimenting with it, higher frequency and high intensity seems to be the most important. Now, what does that mean volume-wise? It means you have to cut down your volume. Most bodybuilders, they go into the gym, let's say Monday for chest day, right? Everyone knows that. Monday's chest day. They will do 5 exercises at least. Incline, flat, cable fly, maybe a decline, maybe a dumbbell fly, maybe 5 exercises just for chest, right? But they only hit it once a week. Me, instead, I pick 2 of the best exercises for chest, and that's it. And I just do that. 2 exercises that give me the most bang for my buck. Okay, that's pretty much what I do for every body part. What are the 2 exercises that give me the most bang for my buck? Which means they're going to be the most intense, the ability for me to add as much weight more and more frequently. Because let's for instance, let's say a tricep kickback, right? It's going to be hard to be adding weight every time you work out on a tricep kickback. But on something like a close grip bench press, you're able to add weight a lot faster. So after I pick my exercise, like I said, I do an upper body day. I do a chest. I'm tweaking it this time. So I'll be doing chest and back today, and then I will be doing some arms with it. And I'm going to be hitting that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Tuesday and Thursdays, I'm going to be doing legs with higher volume. Legs can handle more volume than upper body. And I'm also going to be sneaking in a little bit of shoulders on those days. Saturday and Sunday are off, but Saturday can also be conditioning work. Now, if you're just into bodybuilding, maybe you want to do a lot of isolation work. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But what I'm trying to accomplish at this point is I'm trying to look like a bodybuilder, but also look like an athlete, and also be able to be strong, like a strength athlete, and also be able to be well balanced, have endurance, and ultimately become a machine. I want to be well-rounded in all areas. A lot of bodybuilders can't move, they can't run, they can't do anything active at all. A lot of power lifters can lift a lot of weight, but then they can't move around, they can't run at all. They can't even lift their own body weight. So how can I combine being strong, being fast, being able to play sports, and being able to look like a specimen all in one? And this has been exactly what I've been trying to crack for so long, and I've experimented with all these different training principles that I've learned along the way. And the only difference is the tweaking it is how long can you last on these programs before you fizzle out. So for me, and I think majority of the research, higher frequency is much, much better. Now, if you want a psychological effect from it, the more frequently you lift, think about that pump you get, right? You get a pump when you do chest, okay? You feel amazing, and then all of a sudden it goes away the next day. You have to wait another week or whatever to get your chest pumped again. Psychologically, my chest is pumped on Monday, and then it's pumped on Wednesday, and then it's pumped again on Friday. I am just walking around pumped all the time. Psychologically, I feel phenomenal. I remember I measured my arm, and in 2 weeks on that program, in 1 month on that program, my arm gained half an inch. Now, half an inch is very, very big when it comes to your arm. Your arm's a small muscle, and half an inch in a month is insane. It's taking it to the threshold of high intensity, limited breaks in between sets, which causes metabolic stress. You also get some conditioning. Your muscles learn to work underneath high intensity stress, and also being fatigued, they have to increase their endurance, their ability to recover. You're also progressive overloading by constantly trying to increase the reps and weight every workout. You also have high frequency by hitting that muscle multiple times per week, but you need to find the right amount of volume, because let's think of this. If volume is ultimately the main case in size, okay, why not curl 2-pound dumbbells all day? Do you think that would give you the same results as lifting 50-pound dumbbells, let's say 5 sets, right? But full until failure, something like that. If more volume is the case, why not stay in the gym for 20 hours out of the day, if you could, and just bench press all day? When do you think you'd be able to bench press again? Not the next day. You will be absolutely crippled in your chest. Think about these things. So what is the sweet spot? The sweet spot is, how can I lift to tell my muscles that it's under stress, cause that stress, and know that it has to change. It needs to change to adapt to that stress. And I don't want to go past that point to inflict even more damage. I just need enough damage to spark a reaction in my body for an adaptation to that stress. Anything after that starts to break into your recovery time. If you can get that sweet spot in recovery and sweet spot into signaling growth, you can hit things more and more frequently. The more often you're able to hit it and recover, your body will actually get used to recovering quicker. You'll be able to increase your you'll be able to increase your recovery, and you'll also be able to increase your performance and your strength a lot faster. So these are some things to take into consideration. Try higher frequency, and let me know what you think later.